Hi, thanks for joining me. So today I want to do just a little tips video here about doing some research online to find out what games are worth and what they're selling for at a particular moment in time. This is something I've been thinking about recently because I think there have been some grumblings kind of in the YouTube collecting community about the value of games and the prices of games. Maybe going up and kind of getting inflated as time goes by. And I think, in any market, no matter kind of what prices are being dictated, it's good to just to know what a fair price is and what a real value is. How often does a game show up for sale? What are people actually paying for it? You might find that it's a lot different from the perceived value when you don't do thorough research. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to make an example out of a video I just saw by Pete Dorr, just because it's on my mind. And there was a game that he mentioned on the Sega CD that I thought sounded really interesting called Soul Star. No idea what this is worth, so let's just go ahead and look this up on eBay. This might be the kind of thing you'd do if you wanted to say, well, what would my copy of this game sell for? So let's take a look in video games. I tried this search earlier. So here we see we've got the game. There's a handful of listings up here for it, and it ranges from like $30, buy it now for some loose disc, $82.99 for the Japanese import, new. We've got a manual for almost $20. Brand new factory sealed for $150. Etc., etc. So kind of slim pickings. Prices are kind of all over the place, but that 150, that's pretty high. What else can we find out about this game? How can we find out if I wanted to get this game? What is it worth spending on it? Well, let's take a look at sold listings. So this is going to give you an idea of what this game is actually sold for, not just what people are asking for it. And you can look at it over time. So here we can see, it's a good thing to take into consideration the condition as well. Just judging by the screenshots here, we've got a complete game, looks like $55. Maybe the same thing, $26. This was a buy it now. This was bid. So I mean, $26. That was absolutely as high as however many people that bid on this were willing to spend. $35, 59, 69. This was a lot. Somebody probably got a good deal if they needed a lot of those. 32, 26, 32, 29. So we're starting to see a pattern here. This looks like it's about a $30 game. Let's see what other information we can find on this. For starters, let's say that we wanted to pick this up, and we don't see it up on eBay for $30 right now. Well, how long am I going to have to wait? I really want this game right now, let's say. How long am I going to have to wait in order to get this game for the price that I want? Well, this has sold in August. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 copies have sold, ranging from, all looking in relatively decent, complete condition, from $26 up to about $59. So, it doesn't seem like we're going to have to wait all that long if that many copies of this game sold this month. Probably around that many copies of the game are going to sell next month. So, a little bit of patience, we're going to be able to pick that up for our target price. Let's cross-check this, though. Let's do a little more research. Soulstar. How has this sold on half? Well, we're going to take a look here. There aren't any available. What can we find out about this here? Well, if we go up to sell my copy, just go ahead and pick a condition that you might like it in. Put in some whatever for your comments, and they give you some data, some research here to help inform you as to what sort of a price you might want to set for your game. This can give you a really good idea if you're buying or selling what you might want to ask for this. Here we can see all conditions. There's an average sell price of around 30 bucks. That's pretty similar to the same information we saw on eBay. Current price range for very good condition is going to be around 25 bucks. So if you're looking for this, not in like new condition or like sealed and new, you might not want to spend more than 25 bucks at all. All conditions, you've got, looks like it might have sold for about 10 bucks, maybe a loose disc, something like that. Another great resource is this price charting, videogames.pricecharting.com. I could look up Soul Star, and we can see how this has trended over the years. This is not perfect, but it loosely keeps track of eBay, Amazon, and half. Now this it's kind of weird. You have to hit this to get complete inbox. You can also get new overlaid on top of that. New, we can see, well, maybe it's sold before for about 100, 120, as little as 30 or 40, up around 80, up around 113. So, those people that were selling that new and sealed on eBay for 150 bucks or something like that, maybe they were looking at this kind of range, or just wishing that they could, hoping they can get somebody to spend that much. But you can see here from around January of 2 years ago to now, even new, this is about a $30 game. It's that's how it's trending, and as far as I'm concerned, that's what it's worth. That's what it's commanding on the market. Don't pay more than you need to if you don't have to. Look into this stuff, check it out, compare it on Amazon, compare it on half. Look around. I'm not picking on anybody here, but I did just do a video about anime play DVDs. Something that I'm interested in picking up some more, and it's hard to know. I've been wondering, well, what is some of these things worth, and as far as I can tell, most of that stuff is worth like not all that much. People, didn't really, they weren't all that interested in them, I think, when they were out. I have no idea what the sales numbers are on them, but they were kind of a niche thing, I think, and it seems like the prices that we see for them now are maybe like $10, $15, $20 range, that kind of thing. But let's take a look. One in particular that I know, might be a little more sought after, Ever 17. This is one that I'd say more people know about. It's kind of a classic of the visual novel genre, and one of the only chances that we've had to have this game in English has been the version from Anime Play from Hirameki. So here we can see, I'm in sold listings again here, that somebody purchased it in June of this year for $160. That's a good chunk of change. And that's actually about as much as I've ever spent on a game. I've actually spent a little bit more than that, but I can count the amount of games I've spent that much money on probably one hand. Ever 17 here again, the same version, $140. That's again a lot of money back in June. So if we're looking at that, it's possible that this game really does command a higher price. Here we can see people charging in that same range for it. But let's take a look at half.com here and just see what we have here. So here we are, Ever 17, buy for $30, which it's not available. Again, we check out the sell my copy. I'll say we want it in like new condition. So here we go. We can see, all conditions. The average sell price is $41. Like new condition sells for about 30 bucks. The last time it sold for 30 bucks. Now, current price range, obviously there's none up there right now. So what is this game worth? Is it a $30, $40 game, or is it a $150 game? It's a little hard to tell, because, it seems like on eBay recently, people in the past, 3 months, basically once every 1 or 2 months, somebody's been willing to spend $150 on it. Keep wanting to type in every, I don't know why. Ever 17. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like price charting is really tracking this. Although I kind of thought that it might. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really seem to be coming up there. So I would say it's a little harder to tell. But if it were me personally, knowing that it's gone for $30 or $40, and being that I would much prefer to spend that, especially when you look at the fact that other versions of the game that are in the native language in Japanese go for more around that range. I might wait for a little while. Again, this is going to kind of depend on how desperately do you want this game. How much do you want it right now? If I really wanted it right now, here it is for $150. But I might be interested in keeping my eyes open. Put an alert here. You can do put on your wish list that you want Ever 17. You can specify what sort of price range you're interested in, and have half.com email you when this comes in stock. Here on eBay, you can see on my main page here, I have all these feeds. You can follow these interests. I have Cuddle Cart on here. I don't know if it's still up, but there were a couple instances of that. Here's one. This is the third one for $450. The second one was up here for more than that. I think it was about $450, $500. The second one is the one that I'd like. The only reason I want it is because I'd kind of like to do some development for the 7800, and I'd like to take my little ROM and put it on my 7800 hardware and check it out and make sure that it works. Am I willing to spend $500 on that? No, I'm not. So, I missed out on that, and I'm not going to get it. But by having this here, I can keep an eye open and see if it comes up for a price that I want. For instance, Burning Rangers. This is a game that I wanted even back when it was new, and I just didn't pick it up. I remember looking at it when it was in the $30–$40 range for the Saturn, and I'd never picked it up. You can see here somebody asking $190 for it. It's been over like in the $80 to $100 range and more for quite a while now. So I've been looking at getting the Japanese version. I figure it doesn't make that much difference. And for a while there, I actually saw the price of the Japanese version spike significantly up into the $60 and $70 range. Yet, here we are in August, and all of a sudden I'm seeing this flood of Burning Rangers. It's dropped down to 24, 25, 36, 31, 29. Really, really reasonable prices. So, it pays to just put an alert out for what you're willing to pay, and be a little bit patient. Just think about how much you really want something, and how much you're willing to spend on it, and when you want it by. And you don't have to get taken advantage of. You can make informed buying decisions, and with just doing a little bit of research, it's really worth it. I think for yourself, and and just for the video game market in general. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you guys will join me again for more video game and anime related videos. Thanks for watching.